everyone, welcome to our latest video. Today we are going to be doing a craft, an Easter themed craft. So for this Easter themed craft you will need a glass bottle of your choice, or this could be a jam jar, some decorative paper, some greenish paper which is preferably at least almost the length of your bottle, some varying different colours of paper, and then you also might need some basic craft supplies like scissors, a stapler. Sellotape might do, but a stapler is probably better. So what we're doing is we are going to turn this into a pretty vase, like that you could give as a gift or put at the middle of the table for like your Easter meal. The colour paper is going to be used for flowers. Next, with your pen or pencil, put a dot in the middle of the paper and draw a swirl. Got a swirl. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the swirl along, but instead of cutting straight, I'm going to cut kind of like a wiggly waggly, ziggy zaggy. all the iggly aggly words. Okay, so now you have this. Now I am just going to round it off here. So now we have this. So start at the middle of your flower, and you're going to kind of make it into a cone. Do you see that? So I'm kind of wrapping it in tight around itself, like this. And I'm going to keep wrapping it into a cone all the way round. So now we have this. So this is our first little flower. So now what you can do is do the same thing again for as many different flowers as you want, with as many different colours as you want. Also what you can do is do another layer of this but in like a different shade of paper. But I'm thinking I'm going to add some green leaves, so I'm going to leave this one. Okay, so I've got 3 flowers here, so you'll need your green paper. So because my paper is not green on the back, I'm going to start by doubling it up. So I'm going to cut a strip which is thick enough to have all 3 stems that I want, and then I'm going to cut that same size again. Now I'm going to glue them back to back. If you have a Pritt stick, that would be better because it will dry quicker. So I've left that little strip outside in the sun because then it will dry quicker. Leaves. I'm just going to draw some leaf shapes. Okay, so I managed to fit 7 just in this piece. Watch this cool camera trick. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now we can just assemble the leaves. For this tip, I'm just going to roll it back on itself into like a little spiral so it goes curly, because I think that's quite a nice effect. Voila. This dried really quickly in the sun, I'm really happy with that. And now I'm going to cut it into 3 stems. Okay, so here we are. Now if you don't like the staple showing, there is something you can do. So from each one, I'm just going to cut about that much off. And now with this, I'm going to wrap it around here. And that's just going to hide the staples. So my bottle is in the middle of the paper, then I'm going to pick up the corners and bring those to the top. And then wrap this bit around. And I'm going to tie it around the middle just to hold it together. Now you can use nice string or ribbon or twine if you have that. I don't, so what I've done is I've just cut off a long piece of the wrapping paper. So laying the bottle down, and I'm just going to tie this in a bow. So now we have this. So now it's a fun bit, we get to put it all together. So these bits are pretty much dry now, so I'm just going to slot this through the top. And there you go. Now you have a really pretty Easter bottle. So what some of you may not know about me is that I have a collection of something very special, and that is old coins, or limited edition coins. So I'm going to show you some. I'm going to show you some. Paddington standing outside St Paul's Cathedral in London. I also have this one, and this says 2000 on it because this one celebrates the millennium. Now this is massive. Now this, how much do you think this is worth? Have a quick guess. This is a £5 coin. And here, this coin is not an English coin, this coin is 1 cent. So the difference in value between these is huge. And what happened is that God made all kinds of people. So in this scenario, we're going to talk about it as if God made all kinds of coins, but the coins represent you and everyone else. All kinds of people, and some of them are really different, but to him, they have the same value. But what happens on Earth is that people get their value from things like looking really nice, or being really funny, or getting really good grades at school, or growing up and having a really good job. But God doesn't think like that. He just sees them all as fantastic coins that he created. But what happens is that when we live by our own rules, like for example getting our value from earthly things, we become really, really dirty. We become so gross and horrible, and not what God planned for us at all. God wants us to be nice, shiny, beautiful coins like he made us, but we just go gross, and it's horrible. And God just thinks this is awful, because in God's world everything is shiny and beautiful and clean. And he thought, okay guys, I need to give you a helping out. So what happened is Jesus, who is God, who is completely clean, he is a completely beautiful shiny coin. He said, right, you know what, I'm going in. And he got out his rubber gloves, and he got his special cleaning products and his nice warm soapy water, and he said, right, I'm coming to Earth. And what he did is amazing, because Jesus is completely clean and shiny, and he lives by God's way, which is fantastic, and that keeps him really clean and amazing and shiny and beautiful. But he said, I'm going to come and clean you guys up. You guys don't have to do the cleaning yourselves. I want to do it for you because I love you. But you see, the thing is, God came down with all of his cleaning products, but he won't make you a nice shiny clean coin without your permission. He says, okay, I'm here, roll up, who wants to come and get clean? And he says, there's no price, you don't have to come and pay me. All you have to do is acknowledge that I created you and I want you to be nice, beautiful, shiny coins. Acknowledge that you made yourselves dirty, and acknowledge that you need me to make you clean. There's no other way. And once you've done that, once I've made you a nice, shiny, clean coin, don't get dirty again. Or if you do, come back to me and do all the same steps. So this means that all the coins, no matter if sometimes you feel like you're £5 or you feel like you're 1 cent, can be cleaned. So this is like the old life, the old way of living with all the dirt is being washed away. Jesus is washing it away. And he does a thorough job. This stuff is called revive. And that's what Jesus wants to do. He wants to revive people. He wants to bring them back to new life. Look at that shine. We are clean and beautiful. To the world, this one may not shine as much. But to God, he's like, you're all my coins. What are you talking about? You're all infinitely valuable. None of you are worth 1 cent. None of you are worth £5. You're all worth infinity. You're all worth me coming down and taking the punishment for your dirtiness. And I'm going to restore you. I'm going to revive you. So that's what we celebrate at Easter time. Jesus coming down to save us from when we choose to live our own way instead of God's way. And all you need to do is follow those steps that we said, and you can be restored, and you can be back with him in the most beautiful, fantastic friendship and family. And he wants that so much for you. And the way Jesus did that was by coming and dying on the cross. And 3 days afterwards, he came back to life, proving that he has power over death. He has the power to revive you, no matter how dirty you are, because he's God. So I encourage you to have a really big think about this, and also talk to God about it, and see if you want to live a different way. Are you done with just living for what the world says, things that are shallow and not meaningful? Because God wants a life of love and goodness, and I think that sounds pretty good to me.